From the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., this is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Today it's the sixth and final game of the 47th Annual Lawrence Groton Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament Cullen Division between the Thayer Tigers and the Lawrence Academy Spartans. Both teams 0-2 in the tournament thus far. Good morning, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story alongside John Bishop on camera. LA is trying to avoid losing 3 straight on home ice, and both these teams got shelled by Dexter by 5 goals, and then lost 1-goal games to Cushing, so it's hard to get a read on who has the advantage in this game. But after a couple of tough outings for Luke Gagnon, Vincent Lamberti is going to get the starting goal for Lawrence Academy, the junior out of Palos Verdes Estate, California. Right now, Thayer setting up their offense. Thayer in white, LA in blue. Now come out to the right point, and CJ Foley, but it trickles out of the zone. Big hit along the sideboards and trickled into the Thayer end, where it'll be settled down by Bo Lane, who has gotten to start all 3 games this tournament for Thayer. And the referee's arm is up. We have a penalty just a minute 21 into the game. And it's going to be an interference call on Ty Wood, the freshman out of Gloucester. Lamberti, by the way, is one of 4 goalies LA carries on its varsity roster. Obviously, there's Gagnon, and there's Cooper Steinborn, another junior out of Lexington, Mass., and Otto McLaughlin, sophomore out of Peterborough, New Hampshire. So, power play for the Thayer Tigers early in the first period. Out to the top of the slot, and Foley. Now over to the right wing, back to Foley. Back to the left wing this time. Shot, and it's denied by Lamberti, and comes all the way back on Lane. 30 seconds gone by on the penalty. Drop back for Foley. Enters the zone on the right side, weaves his way into the slot. Now gives it up to the right side. Pinwheeling away from the pressure is Thayer. Thayer backhands it out to Foley at the top of the slot. Kind of scuffs the shot, and it comes all the way back to the Thayer end. Aggressively pursuing it out of his crease is Lane, and that'll give a quick re-entry for Thayer. There is Thayer, and his pass out to the left point is off target. Freeman will get it for Thayer. You know, I mentioned the 4 goalies for LA. More conventional 2 goalies carried for Thayer, but only Lane has played this tournament for Thayer. His backup is Tyler Machetta. And here's a turnover for Lawrence Academy. Shorthanded opportunity, goes over the crossbar. His backup is an 8th grader, Tyler Machella from Braintree. Lane's backup, that is. And we have a whistle, and the play is offside, with exactly 3 minutes gone by here in the first period and 22 seconds left on the interference minor to Wood. Faceoff will be in the neutral zone, and it'll be Kudrick to take it for Thayer. And he wins it back, and it's played over to Freeman. Freeman along the blue line to Richard. Back to Freeman. Now Freeman on the left side, drops it off to the left wing circle, back out to Richard. Richard takes the big shot, jumping save by Lamberti, and somehow, after all that traffic, the game remains scoreless. Penalty time is up. Out to the right point, trickles out of the zone. Swatted back in on the diagonal, but Thayer has to tag up, and a good job picking his pocket by Leonov. Back to the Thayer blue line. Swatted back into the zone from center ice. Murphy runs into the wall, Out to the left point, shot, save made, rebound, score! Ty Wood, fresh out of the box, makes it 1-0 Spartans. That goal comes at 3:58 of the first period, and Wood, again, who was just out of the box after the penalty, comes in to clean up the rebound and fire it home. LA has to tag up. Thayer will settle it down. Behind the goal, it's Foley. To the left side, and up the far side boards, knocked back into the Thayer zone. Richard escapes the poke check of Wood. Now goes down as he tried to bear in on net. No call. LA with purpose on the left side, thrown off the sideboards by Belts and carried below the goal by Thayer. Turned over to Erickson. Referee's arm is up. We got another penalty coming up, and it's going to be on. Well, Lamberti went to the bench, but they whistled it, I think, when a LA player touched it. But no, it is going to be a Thayer penalty. And it's Richard going to the box. Didn't see what the exact call was. But LA, after getting the first goal off right after the penalty kill, it's a double minor. Oh my. So a 4-minute power play. It's a roughing call. So 4-minute power play, double minor for roughing on Richard. Pass into the slot, over to the left wing circle, the shot, save made by Lane, comes out to the right point. And that trickles out of the zone for Thompson, and LA has to tag up. Not a great pass there by White Leary. LA re-enters the zone. Belts has it knocked off his stick, continues the pursuit. Belts gets it back. Reverses direction for Markovic, back to Markovic. Now out to Thompson. White Leary takes a shot, it's blocked. Someone's lost an edge. Excuse me, not an edge, his stick blew up. Shot, save, rebound over the crossbar. Back out to the left point. Again, this is a 4-minute power play, and we've gotten through a minute of it. Intercepted at the circle by Freeman, but he can't clear, and it trickles in on Lane, who covers up. 1:04 gone by on this double minor, and 12:06 to go in the period. 1-0 our score. Ty Wood, the freshman out of Gloucester, with the lone tally thus far. Left wing circle face-off. Thayer comes away with it, looking for a lane to clear, and doing so is Foley. As he lifted it out of the zone over the head of J.S. Pack. On the right side, it's Erickson. Has the puck forced off his stick, and they are able to clear again. Pack will go get it in his own zone. Now into the middle of the ice, Erickson off the side boards. Lane reverses direction. Erickson's there for it, but it's taken away. And Thayer, after a tense first stanza of this power play, doing a good job clearing after the first minute. On the right side, another shot. This is over the head of Lane, and it goes all the way back to the LA blue line. Halfway through the double minor for roughing on Richard. LA enters the zone on the right side. Stopping just outside the circle is White Leary. Trying to pass it back to White Leary. Fanned on it. Belts is there. Puts it over to the near side boards. Waiting for it at the blue line is Thompson. Gives it over to White Leary. Pass it to the left wing circle. Kick save made by Lane. LA keeps possession. Chopped at the blue line. Great defensive play by Cooper Mullen. LA re-enters the zone. Pass into the slot. Shot. Save made by Lane. It trickles to the far side boards. 1:13 left on the penalty. Comes all the way back in on Lamberti. Plays it below the goal line. Blown tire there, but LA keeps possession. And it's going to be another penalty on Thayer. Shane Tadia goes to the box for tripping, and LA's going to have a minute 1 of 5-on-3. What an opportunity here for the Spartans. Didn't get many of these the first 2 games. They control the face-off out to the right point, and Erickson. Back to Erickson, now to the right wing circle. Erickson at the top of the slot. Delays, right wing circle, one-timer, they score! And it's Daniel Markovic, the junior out of Toronto. And it is 2-0 Spartans. And still 1:46 to go on the tripping minor. 5-on-4 now for the Spartans. As they look for a lane to enter the zone. Pass dies in the neutral zone. Now they have to tag up. Marchione gets it back at center ice, but it's poked ahead by Lally. Stopped at the blue line, and a bad pass there, intercepted easily by Foley. Now will carry it in, try to bid for a shorthanded opportunity, and it's denied by Lamberti. Back the other way come the Spartans. Self-pass off the side boards by Maher is returned all the way back to Lamberti. Reverses direction after the puck took a weird turn on him. 53 seconds left on the power play. So the 5-on-3 burned Thayer, and there's still a little less than a minute of 5-on-4 for the Spartans. Here's a chance. The puck is lifted off the stick of Belts. He got it back and got another shot on goal, but that one snapped up by Lane. 38 seconds left on the power play. 8:48 left in the period. 2-0 Spartans. Goals by Ty Wood and Daniel Markovic for LA. Face off out to the blue line, and it's deflected off the stick of Lally. LA has to tag up. Back forward is Thompson. Connects with Markovic. Now Leahy. Out to the left point. White Leary takes the shot, nearly tipped in. Out to the top of the slot. Thompson. Over to Markovic, shot is blocked. Thompson gets it back. Penalty time's just about up. Over to the right wing circle, we're back to 5-on-5. Another shot is blocked. Goes off the rear glass, chopped at by Belts. And taken away by Stasinski. Up the right side, off the side boards. Linesman in the way, and it goes back to the Thayer end. Reversing direction for Cornforth. Has it poked away, but he gets it back. Good forecheck here by the Spartans, and getting possession is McLaughlin trying to backhand it to a teammate that wasn't there. Back to Pack. Goes down on the hit behind the goal by Cornforth. Gives Thayer an opportunity to set up their offense. Pass in front, goes to the opposite side. Picked up at the blue line by Foley. Another shot denied. Another shot blocked. Trickles through the slot to the near side. Sika absorbs the hit, and it looks like the net is off its mooring. 7:12 to go, A 2-0 lead for the Spartans. But Thayer getting their best sustained chance right now. And they get a face-off in the right wing circle. It'll be one out to the top of the slot for the one-timer by Foley. That is denied by Lamberti. Foley's there again. Chips it in along the side wall and taken over by Pack. Up the near side. Pass off the side boards for Murphy. He has it taken away. Regain at the red line by the Spartans. Ahead again for Murphy, but it's turned over. Lifted in, and that's a high stick on Marchione. 6:36 to go in the first period. It'll be Richard to take this face-off for Thayer. He wins it back to the right point. Pass kind of fanned on by Freeman, but did get it in deep below the goal line. Scrum in the far right corner, out to the left wing. That's Richard. Gets his pocket picked. Richard with good persistence to slow down the entry by the Spartans. Wood runs his man into the boards. Sticks get tangled along the near side boards and trickles outside the blue line. It'll be played back to Freeman. Pass into the middle. And Thayer will get a change. LA looking to burn him. Erickson gets a shot off and the save made by Lane. Around the end board, stopped at the red line. Thrown back in. LA tags up. Cornforth drops it off. And a chance on the left side off the stick of Kudrick. Out to the left point, now over to the right point and Foley. And this squirts outside the zone. Maybe a chance here for Owen Leahy. And it's denied by Lane. That came dangerously close to going in off the deflection off of Lane, but he swatted it away. Now it's Cornforth. Ahead for the shot that is saved by Lamberti off the stick of Tadia. 5:06 to go in the first period. Still 2-0 Spartans. Motto to take this face-off for Thayer. And it'll be controlled by LA, back to White Leary. Up the far side boards for Murphy. And a whistle, and it looks like the puck went into the LA bench. So the faceoff will come into the LA zone again with 4:58 to go. LA wins another faceoff. Off the side boards. Corralled by Freeman. Under duress from McLaughlin. Turned over along the far side boards, and a penalty is coming up against Thayer. It's another roughing call. Motto is going to the box. I think it's more because he left his feet to deliver that hit. It's not like he even connected with the hit either. So second power play of the game, of the period, in fact, for LA. They were successful on the first one when there was a double minor and a minor overlapping with a minute left on the double minor. And it was a 5-on-3 goal by Markovic. There with a good persistence to neuter this power play. Work his way in is Foley and puts it around the end boards. Back to the Thayer zone where Richard will look for an outlet to clear. Thayer gets some fresh legs out there. 45 seconds gone by on the penalty. Lifted out of the zone by Collins. Haven't called Brett Collins' name much this weekend. Spartans haven't been able to get it into the zone at all this power play, and this is thrown off the rear glass, and able to keep it in at the blue line is Marchioni. Now can LA set up their offense? Pack keeps it in along the blue line, works his way in deep, plays it around the end boards. Collins is there, but it's played back in deep by Marchioni. Now we have another whistle. Another roughing call, and LA's going to have another 5-on-3. Roughing seems to be the call of the day. So Freeman in the box, 31 seconds of 5-on-3. LA capitalized the last time they had a 5-on-3. They win this face-off. Over to the left point and Pack. Along the goal line, back to Pack. Over to the right wing circle. Pack one-timer. Tip-in is not there for Erickson. Pack keeps possession. One-timer in front, not there for Wood. Now pass with left wing circle. Save made by Lane. And Thayer able to get it out of dodge. That'll burn off the rest of the 5-on-3. Now we're at 5-on-4 for another minute 26. Intercepted at the red line by Foley. Works his way in. Tries to wrap around. Fans on the shot. Back the other way come LA. Pass to the left side. Maher drops it off. Absorbing the contact is Wood, and it's taken over by Richard. And he lifts it 200 feet. Under a minute to go on the 5-on-4. They enter the zone on the right side, pass along the blue line out of the reach of Belts, and they rule that Belts touched it, so it will be a hand pass. And it'll bring the puck to the neutral zone. Tough break there for LA. I don't think Belts touched it. I didn't see the puck change direction when he reached out for it. But Belts corrals the face-off, and LA will throw it in from outside the blue line. Lane settles it down, ripped up the far side boards, kept it at the blue line. Over to Thompson, and Lane covers up with 31 seconds left on the penalty and 1:40 left in the period. LA hasn't won a game since their season opener, but they're off to a good start here, 2-0. Less than 2 minutes left in the first period. Face-off won by the Spartans, kept in at the blue line by Thompson, but it trickles outside the zone again, and now gaining possession is Cornforth. He takes a hit along the LA bench, goes into the near right corner. LA brings it out of the zone. 12 seconds left on the penalty. Belts working his way through contact. Cornforth forces it out of the zone. Thompson trying to escape Cornforth. Penalty time is up. Thompson puts it in on goal, and it's saved by Lane with 1:05 to go. Left wing circle face-off battle of the 16s, Leonov and Richard. And it's won by Thayer around the end boards to Anderson. Intercepted by Leonov just inside the blue line. In deep for McLaughlin. Reverses direction, taken over by Collins. He gets stood up. Anderson, Leonov, out to the blue line, shot, tipped just wide by Lane. Along the side boards, tipped over the glass and into the netting by Lane on that shot with 39.1 seconds to go. Erickson against Kudrick here. It'll be won by Erickson. Up the left side and a pass into the slot off the stick of Wood. Back the other way comes Thayer with 30 seconds left on the period. Thayer wanted a tripping penalty. They didn't get it there. It comes all the way back to the Thayer zone. No icing here. Pass deflected by Wood as they try to connect with Foley, and Foley brings it up the near side. Tries to dodge his man, goes down. Saved it outside the blue line by Tadia. A lot of bodies going down along the blue line there. Lifted into the zone on the diagonal. Icing with 0.8 seconds to go. Come on. Well, Amonte's not going to pull Lane here for the late blast. That now he is. Now stack all 6 guys on the right side and hope that Kudrick can win a quick draw. And that'll do it. 2-0 our score. LA on top of Thayer. Back with the second period in a little bit. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the second period of NEPSAC boys hockey here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is 2-0 LA over Thayer. Goals by Ty Wood and Daniel Markovich in the first period. Face off in the right wing circle, and look at that! Falling away from the net, Tommy Anderson rips one past Vincent Lamberti. Right off the face-off, and Thayer back in this one at 2-1. A mere 8 seconds into the second period, we have a 2-1 game. Thayer getting the puck into the offensive zone once again. Dropped off to the left side. Walking the blue line over to Foley. A lot of traffic in front of Lamberti. And big hit laid by Anderson, having quite the shift. Now he gets it back, but it's poked out of the zone by Wood. Anderson, the freshman out of Braintree. Stasinski gets past a couple of defenders and rips one high and off the rear glass. Kept in at the blue line around the end boards for Pack. LA able to get it out of the zone. Leonov fans on it. And bring it back into the zone is Thayer. Around the end boards, it'll be Murphy. He gets run into. Shot that tips off the glove of Lamberti from the left point. Dangerously in on the side of the cage for Lamberti. Murphy gets possession, plays it ahead for Leonov, and once again, he can't get his stick on it. Forced back into the LA zone. Thayer getting changes. Up the right side for Murphy. Paddled aside by Lane. And now a chance for Thayer after a turnover on the blue line. Pass goes behind delay and goes out to the left point. And blowing a tire, trying to make his way up ice is Markovich. He gets back into the play, however. Trying to connect with Marchioni. Now he'll come out to the right point. There's the shot. And try to tip it in front of Lane. Believe that was Murphy, but Thayer gains possession. Lamberti stops it. Thayer with more changes. To the near side, and Cataldi lifts it out of the zone to center ice. Poked away from behind by Maher. Lane reverses direction. Now he's mishandles the puck and was in a dangerous spot, vacating the net with a LA player right there, but he was sealed off the play. Redirects into center ice. Thayer has to tag up. Turned over to Richard. Brings it out to the blue line. Now walking in the right wing circle. The one-timer off the side of the cage by Thayer. Glove down at the blue line. Play continues for Thayer. Thayer gets it back. Works his way into the right wing circle and gets blown up by Erickson. Comes all the way back to Lane. Back to center ice, and Thayer will look to re-enter. No, they don't stay on side. Kudrick was just over the line. So 3.5 gone by in an action-packed start to the second period. Kudrick to take the face-off against Leonov. Kudrick wins it back to Freeman. Freeman backed up into his own zone. Back to Freeman. Chips it in from the red line. Vitesse trying to reverse direction for Marchione. They're keeping it in the zone for now. Goes in deep. There will be Vitesse again behind the goal. Up the near side for Murphy. Connects with McLaughlin. Throws it in from just inside the red line. Murphy is there on the right side. Taken away below the goal line. Intercepted in the left wing circle. Now a scrum along the side boards. Thrown off the side boards and it goes out of play. 13:40 to go. 2-1 our score. Tommy Anderson with a highlight reel goal to cut the lead to 1. Or just 8 seconds into the second period. Markovic to take the face-off for LA in the left wing circle. And LA gains possession out to Pack for a shot from the top of the slot that went off a body and went wide left. Back out to center ice. Pack on the right side. Throws it in from the blue line. Stasinski's there. Reverses direction. Pack keeps it in. Takes a shot. Save made by Lane. Turned over, however. Another shot from a tight angle. Saved by Lane. Denying Leahy. Leahy gets sandwiched between two Thayer defenders. Puck drops in the near right corner. Lane plays it forward. And it's swept out of the zone, but this could be icing on Thayer, and it is. 12:59 to go in the period. LA getting its first sustained offensive chance of the second period here. And here is Erickson to take the face off. Now the one-timer, save made by Lane on the shot for the right wing circle. Lane was out of position and now the net is off its mooring. As it was Wood trying to wrap around and get a shot off from a tight angle. And then the net got dislodged. So once again, Erickson's face off, this time in the left wing circle. And he'll win it. Out to the left point, now over to the right point. And Cataldi goes below the goal line. Now a lot of traffic on the right post. Goes over to the left post. Now brought out to the blue line and walking in for the shot. Save made by Lane. And Logan Neal with the bid there to try and make it a 2-goal game again. Leonov back out there to take the face off. This one, however, is won by Thayer. Comes to the near right corner. And they're able to get it out of the zone off the sideboards, but taken over by Thompson. Thompson under duress from Lally. Drops it off for White Murphy. Murphy tries to play it in the zone, stopped by a couple of white jerseys. Leonov gets it and lifts it into the zone. McLaughlin will chase it down. Back out to McLaughlin. Takes the shot and had been tipped aside by Lane. Out to the right wing circle. Blowing up his man there is Murphy. Goes out to the left point. Bodies down. Out to center ice. And played over to White Murphy. White Leary, rather. Sorry about that. And play is stopped with 11:27 to go. Did they call too many men? Well, I think they did. McLaughlin is going to the box. Certainly did look like it in a sense there, with too many players going in and out right in front of the LA bench where all the play was. So power play for Thayer. They win the face-off, but it's chipped in deep for Marchione. And they're able to get it out of the zone. Foley tries to pinwheel away from the defense, and we have another stoppage. 12 seconds gone by on the power play. Face-off won by LA, back to Vitesse. Lifts it into the zone. Bad pass there, intercepted by Leahy. And that gives him time to clear a little bit, but only gets as far as the Thayer blue line. Dropped off. Weaving his way through the defense is Richard. Now he'll try to wrap around and go out to the left wing circle, where it's Cornforth. Goes over to the right wing circle. Back out to Cornforth at the right point. Now over to Foley. Back to Foley, left wing circle, shot, pad save made by Lamberti. Marchione gives his man a shove. Now it's back over to Cornforth for another shot saved by Lamberti, and he holds it between his glove and his stick. 53 seconds left on the penalty, 10:20 left in the period. Kudrick to take this face-off against Maher. And the face-off will be won by LA and swept out of the zone with a last-ditch effort by Pack. Poked from behind, off the stick of Freeman and back to the Thayer end. 30 seconds left on the penalty. Slowed down at center ice, it's redirected in. Lamberti stops it. Chopped up the far side boards, trying to kick it down is Freeman. They keep it in the zone somehow. Over to the left point. Back to the right point. Now over to Stasinski. Given up to Freeman. To the right wing circle, into the slot. Shot was poked in the slot by Maher. This one trickles through the crease. Penalty time is up. Over to the right wing circle. Delays out to the right point. Now over to the left point for Stasinski. His shot goes over the crossbar. Chipped into the right wing. Given a hit is Cataldi. Correction, that would have been Pagliari. And now we have a whistle. And it's a high stick on Thayer. So 8:57 to go in the period. Thayer unsuccessful on the power play. And we're back to 5-on-5. Thayer wins the faceoff. Pass into the middle for Richard. Takes the shot from the right wing circle. Save made by Lamberti, but it comes to the near side. Thayer keeps possession. Through two LA defenders, kept along the side boards by Richard, and carried out of the zone by LA. Dropped off for Cataldi. Cataldi goes to the left side. And Thayer on a 2-on-0 here after a bad pass. Save made by Lamberti on the 2-on-0. Play continues. LA able to clear. Net's still off its mooring. They haven't stopped play yet. Cornforth over to the right point. Shot, and it goes in. The high tip in by Jackson Stasinski, the senior out of Bedford, Mass, and Thayer has pulled even. They never stopped play for the net being dislodged. When it got out of the zone, they figured they had the time to put it back on, but they never did, and they never stopped play after that, and that benefits Thayer. So with 7:42 to go in the second period, we are level at 2. Pass into the slot. LA looking to reclaim the lead. It bounces off the stick of McLaughlin. It's taken over by Thompson, but he turns it back over. Penalty coming up against LA. Glove down by Thompson. There's the whistle. And Thayer back to the power play. Interference is the call on Sean White-Leary. Coming at 10:46 of the second period. Right wing circle face-off. Won by Thayer. Along the blue line, top of the slot. Waiting is Foley. Goes over to the left side. Back to Foley, top of the slot, wide right. Swatted around the end boards for Lally. Now it's Cornforth. Giving it up to Foley. Back to Cornforth. Takes the shot, and the tip-in is there on the right post for Shane Tadia. 3 goals unanswered in the second period, and Thayer has the lead at 3-2. That goal comes at 11:13 of the second period. And Thayer is on a roll. They have taken their first lead, I believe, of the tournament. To be fair, LA had their first lead of the tournament. No, excuse me, their second lead. They scored first against Dexter. Here's a shot from the right wing circle. Bounces off the rear boards, then off the back of the cage, and now out to the left point. And that's taken over by Markovic. Plays it up the right side. And a big hit along the end boards, and that buckled. I believe is that Markovic? No, not Markovic is still coming back, but that buckled the captain, Marr. So no penalty on the hit. Right wing circle face-off. It'll be Erickson to take it for LA. Let's hope Maher is okay. Pass from the right point into the right wing circle. Back out to White-Leary. Takes the shot, pad save made by Lane. Return shot from the left wing circle. Goes around the end boards. Rides off the rail and then back below the goal line. Back out to the left point. The shot. They can't redirect it. Scramble in front of the net, and then it goes below the goal line and lifted out of the zone by Thayer. Thompson up the right side, redirected into the zone by Markovic. Backhanded around the end boards by Anderson. Now to Tadia, who has the go-ahead goal just now. White-Leary from center ice lifts it in on Lane, and he covers up. 5:21 to go. Murphy to take the face-off. for LA in the right wing circle. Comes right in on Lane, but it goes to the far right corner. And now all the way back to center ice. And over to Cataldi. Dodging a hit was Murphy, but now comes back to the LA zone. Cataldi again. Over to Neal. Up the far side, boards intercepted at center ice. Out of the reach of Cataldi, under 5 minutes to go in the period. Thayer takes a whack at Cataldi. Cataldi gets the puck back. Backhanded along the sideboards. And now back to Neal. Neal up the right side. Kicked into the zone by McLaughlin. Tries to wrap around. Left it on the left doorstep. Now over to the left point. Now over to Neal. And the tic-tac-toe is off target. And it goes all the way back to the LA zone. Vitesse. Over to Neal. And now on the near side. Thayer gains possession. Thrown in deep. Vitesse reverses directions. Out to the left point. They're trying to set up their offense. That's all out of the reach of Delay. He catches back up to it. Poking out of the near left corner. Gets some support from Motto. Out to the left point. That might have gone off of Lamberti. Thrown out and glances off the glove of Freeman. And Thayer has to tag up. Swatted back in by Delay. Lamberti stops it. Pass in front. And it was deflected just at the last minute by Vitesse. Another chance inside now from the right wing circle over the crossbar. Good persistence by Motto to keep the play alive. Now a shot from the left wing circle, saved by Lamberti. Therefore it is Anderson. Now to the left point, swatted at. LA unable to clear. Anderson into the slot. And lifted all the way back to the Thayer end. This will not be icing, as winning the race to the dots was Belts. LA trying to set up their offense. There's Leahy, and it's covered up by Lane with 3:05 to go in the second period. A second period that has been all Thayer. 3 unanswered goals after LA took a 2-0 lead into the first intermission. And it started 8 seconds into the period with Tommy Anderson falling away towards the blue line while getting a shot off that beat Lamberti. Out to the left point for the blast. It's blocked before it gets to Lane. Pack takes a swing at it. Now a chance from the left side on a tight angle. And Lane covers up. And once again, that net has been awfully loose this weekend. That net on the far side. Certainly today. Maher is back on the, excuse me, that's not Maher. That was Markovic taking the face off. Up the right side for Thayer. Now to the near side, chopped at by Cornforth. Brought into the zone. Cornforth has possession. Under duress from Pack. Goes out to the right wing circle. And it's poked out of the zone. Cornforth will wait for his guys to tag up. Back over to Cornforth. Dangles tries to self-pass off the sideboards. Pack throws it back up ice. LA in the middle of a change. Out to the blue line, but nobody home. LA has to tag up. There's White Leary. Around the end boards. And settling it down is Foley. Under 2 minutes to play in the period. On the diagonal, it's gloved down by Leonov, and this is going to be a hand pass because Leonov never touched it with his stick. He got knocked off the puck, in fact, and that's why he couldn't get his stick on it. Face-off is going to come back to the LA zone. Erickson against Kudrick. And it's won by Erickson. Back to White Leary. On the outlet pass, cherry picking, but the play is offside. A tough break for LA, and a tough break for Ty Wood, making a bid for his second of the game. Face-off comes all the way back to the LA zone. Once again, it's Erickson and Kudrick. Kudrick wins this one back. Kudrick gets it taken away from him by Erickson, tries to get it back in a wrestling match with Erickson. And it's poked free below the goal line for White Leary. Out to the near side, and Murphy. And again, White Leary. Up the right side for Murphy. All the way into the Thayer zone. Popped up in the air at center ice. Thompson has it. Works his way up ice. Slow changes behind the play for Thayer. Tries to put it in on goal. Lane shuts the door. Now out to center ice. Spinning away from the hit is Tadia. Thayer has to tag up. Turned over at center ice again. Good poke check. Cornforth goes down. No penalty. Getting ridden into the boards by White Leary. Pass into the slot, intercepted by Erickson. Thayer still has to tag up here as Lamberti plays it around the end boards. 18 seconds to go in the period. Richard gives his man a hit against 3 blue jerseys. And we have a whistle. And we're going to have a penalty here on Cornforth. So 5.5 seconds to go in the second period. And LA back to the power play. Markovic should take the face-off for LA in the left wing circle. And that'll do it. So when we come back for the third period, it'll be 1:55 of power play time for the Spartans as they look to come back after coughing up that 2-0 first period lead. 3 unanswered goals for Thayer in the second period. 3-2 Thayer after 2. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the third period of NEPSAC boys hockey here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Alongside John Bishop on camera. It is 3-2 Thayer on top of LA. Thayer battling back from a 2-0 first intermission deficit with 3 unanswered goals in the second period. LA starting the period on the power play. They go over to the right wing circle, try to put it in deep for Erickson. Now out to White Leary. Excuse me, that wasn't Erickson, that's Leahy, who puts it out in front, nobody home. Another shot is deflected and ripped out of the air by Lane. 1:15 to go on the power play. LA was successful on the power play earlier. They've had a couple of 5-on-3 situations. Were successful on the first one, but were not successful on the second. Goals by Ty Wood and Daniel Markovich for LA. Markovich taking the face-off right now, and he wins it back to Thompson. Now along the sideboards, back out to the blue line, and Lamberti's got to come up with this one as it goes all the way back to the LA zone. 1 minute left on the power play. Off the sideboards, White Leary throws it in from the blue line. Taken away by Freeman. Looking for an outlet to clear. Comes back out to White Leary at the right point. Down low, trying to reconnect with White Leary, and it's off target and all the way back to the LA zone with 35 seconds left on the penalty. Up the right side, White Leary again. Drops it off, and the pass is off target for Markovich. A disastrous power play right now for LA. Keeping it onside, however, is Wood. Escapes one poke check, and his pass out to the right point is intercepted in the right wing circle and thrown all the way back in on Lamberti. Penalty time is up. Back to 5-on-5. A big hit laid by Cornforth on Marchione as he was bringing up ice. Now it's Wood, takes the shot, save, rebound, they score! Josh Erickson ties it at 3. Boy, after a disastrous start to the period with a very sloppy power play with very sloppy passing, it just takes that one rebound and Josh Erickson there to put it home. 3-3 with 15:48 to go in the third period. You see how quickly fortunes can change in this sport. Thrown off the sideboards, Erickson again. Off the sideboards again into the Thayer zone. I don't know what Lane was doing with the arm up, thinking that was icing. It was definitely inside the red line. Some contact. Lally stays on his feet. Gets the puck back, takes a shot that's blocked. And it trickles out of the zone. Here come LA again. Dodging the hit is McLaughlin. Puts it wide right of goal. Back below the goal line for Murphy. But turned over to Kudrick. Kudrick up the far side boards, trickles out of the zone. Leonov has to wait for his teammates to tag up, and now we got a penalty coming up as Leonov drew a big hit. He'll go up the right side, and this will be icing, but that will give LA the power play now. It's a tripping call. And it's on Teddy Lally at the 3:13 mark of the third period. So another power play for LA. They're 4th of the game. They're 1 for 4 right now. 1 for 3 right now, rather. Markovich a little antsy to get this face off. And it's played out to Thompson. White Leary Delays. Now over to Belts. Kept in at the blue line. Off the sideboards for Markovic. Now White Leary. Back to Markovic. Delays. On the doorstep. Shot fanned on and they score! LA reclaims the lead. It's Belts! What a response! After giving up 3 unanswered goals in the second period, and again, that very sloppy start to the third with the poor power play and the poor passing, 2 goals in less than 4 minutes to begin the third period, have LA back on top 4-3. The goal comes at 3:36 of the third period. And now LA looking for more, and they got it! Maher, the captain, 5-3. 3 unanswered goals of their own for LA. How about that? When it rains, it pours. And LA re-entering the zone. The shot wide right off the rear boards. Erickson waits for his teammates to tag up. Played back into the zone. Pursuit by Belts. Up the far side boards into the middle for Shea. Shea escapes the hit. And it's taken over by LA along the near side boards. Into the middle for Belts again. Belts tries to put it on a tee for Wood. It's not there, but Erickson gets it back. Puts on the brakes. Plays it below the goal line again for Belts. Belts off the side boards to Wood. Out to the right point. The shot by Pack. Pad save by Lane. Erickson comes back to it. Pack over to the left side. The shot! And nearly tipped in by Wood. Back out to the left side. Another shot through traffic. And it lands in the rink. Somehow. Lane tipped it. I thought that was destined to go out. Thayer's glad it didn't because that gives them a chance to re-enter the LA zone and try and set up their offense. Shot from the right point. Saved by Lamberti. Boy, LA is playing with a purpose now. What a fun one this has been to close out this tournament. Right wing circle face-off, won by Thayer, played in deep. Around the end boards for Cornforth. Cornforth out, trying to get it out to the left point, and it's out of the zone. Played back to Vitesse. Turnover, however, Lamberti makes the stop. Now a chance from the right wing circle. The shot, Lamberti swallows it like he took a bullet. .12:18 to go. Now Thayer, a little anger behind these shots. Gave up the lead so quickly and now fallen behind by 2 again. Outlet pass, tipped, and it's, wow, I thought that was going to be a hand pass on Thayer because Thayer touched it, right? But play on. Along the end boards. Out to the left point for Sika. Plays it back in deep. White Leary hits it the other way. Bodies go down and LA able to get it out of the zone. Sika knocks his man down. That's Leahy. And LA and Thayer both in the middle of a change. Let's see if they can burn him. On the left side, thrown off the side boards by Erickson. Out to the right wing circle. Working his way in is Wood. Goes through the slot. Hammered around the end boards by Stasinski. And Pagliari will wait for his guys to tag up. Thrown in from center ice. Lane. Poked out of the zone. Over to the right side and Shea. And that's ripped out of the air by Lamberti. .55 to go. 3 goals in the first 4 minutes of this period for LA have reclaimed the lead for them at 5-3. Pack out to the left point. Thayer keeps possession. Stasinski all the way back in. Lamberti knocks it down. Reversing direction for Murphy. Turned over in the left wing circle. Murphy catches back up to it. Throws it out of the zone on the diagonal. And this will be icing on LA with 10:24 to go. Face-off will be in the right wing circle. And it'll be Richard to take it for Thayer. Linesman instructing the wings to back up. Face-off won by Thayer, but LA able to poke it out of the zone. Back to Pack. Up the far side boards, thrown in on the diagonal. Therefore it is McLaughlin, but it's... we got a whistle from the linesman. Looks like the faceoff's going to come to center ice with 10:06. Or is it going to be center ice or is it going to be in the neutral zone? Neutral zone, in fact. Markovic against Richard. Won by Richard. Back to Sika. Lifted out of the zone on the diagonal. Chasing it down is Leahy. Turns it back outside. Mishandled a little bit by Cornforth. And LA taps it into the zone. Turnover by Thayer. And unable to handle the rolling puck is Leahy. Same with Markovic. Thayer regains possession. Richard trying to cherry pick with Tadia. But it goes below the goal line. Chance in front. And it goes behind the goal again. Around the end boards. Chopping at it to keep it in at the blue line is Foley. It trickles outside the zone. LA gains possession. Threading the needle over to Vitesse. He'll throw it in, and LA will get a change. We approach the halfway mark of this third period. Up the right side, able to block it from going into the LA zone is Thompson. Now working his way in is Wood. He goes out to the right point. This one whistles just wide right of the goal. Erickson can't connect with White Leary at the blue line. He's backed up. Tries to get away from the poke check. And gets it back to Thompson. Erickson out of the zone, trying to connect with Thompson. Thayer getting a change. Thompson, dangerous spot there, turns it over. From the goal line, the shot is turned aside by Lamberti. Wood wanted to chase that one down, but now he goes off for a change. And Leonov can't come up with it. Lifted out of the zone, glove down at the blue line, and back to Pack. Turned over behind the goal line. Pack still with persistence there to slow down the setup. Up the right side, hits the skates of Murphy, but possession kept alive for Leonov. He puts it in on goal, and Lane covers up with 7:33 to go in the third period of a 5-3 game, LA leading. Markovich and Richard, they've met quite often this game. Richard wins the face-off. Around the end boards. Shot that at the blue line by a couple of LA players to keep it in deep. Getting away from the pressure is Foley. Up the right side and intercepted at the LA blue line by Pagliari, but it rolls off his stick, and now he's forced below the goal line. Carried out to the left point. And LA intercepts at the left wing circle. Trying to get ahead of steam after the clearance. But LA getting a change now as Erickson is back on the ice. Pursuing Foley. Foley up the left side, high in the air. Couple of poke checks. Now a shot over the crossbar by Anderson, bidding for his second, and this will be icing on LA with 6:28 to go in the period. Left wing circle face-off will be won by LA. Played up the near side boards, but catching it at neutral ice is Freeman. He backs up. Now off the side boards, intercepted by LA. Played ahead for Wood. Wood gets smashed at neutral ice. Erickson plays it into the slot. Wood was coming back to it, but it was off target. Shot from the right point, misses wide right. Out to the far side boards, and Anderson turned over, making his move. One-timer from the slot after it was Belts who got undressed, and then Erickson had another bid, but that missed the net, and in 5:49 to go, we have another stoppage. Tony Amonte, the Thayer head coach, I've said this time and again, is quite aggressive with his decisions to pull the goalie to erase a deficit. We actually saw him do it down 5 against Dexter. I don't think he's not being that aggressive right now. 5:47 in a 2-goal game. Face-off won by the Spartans. Brought into the zone on the right side. Around the end boards. McLaughlin blows the tire, trying to catch up to it. LA keeps possession as McLaughlin gets back into the play. Comes to the near side boards. Murphy stands up his man. Comes out to center ice. And McLaughlin stays with the play on side, but has his pocket picked. Off the side boards, Thayer re-enters the zone. White Leary below the goal line. Reverses direction away from the hit attempt. Weaves through some traffic. Nice pass to the right side. No offside, but mishandling the puck is Murphy. And that gives Foley a chance to bring it up ice. And the puck goes out of play. 4:58 to go. 5-3 LA as they look to snap their winless streak. Get their second win of the year. Left wing circle face-off. It's won by Thayer, but all the way back to their end. Stasinski up the right side, into the circle, tries to pass it into the slot, tumbling puck, and steered aside by Lamberti. Pack passes on it. Murphy reverses direction. Pack will have to go get it this time. Sweep it up the far side boards. Not out, though. They're still setting up their offense, but it's a turnover. Able to get it as far as center. Good persistence by Leahy. In a wrestling match with Freeman to try and get towards goal. Freeman stands him up, and now another turnover on the pass off the side boards. Here's a chance in the slot. Give it up, one-timer! And over the crossbar by Belts. Loose puck. They didn't score there. Wow. Two great opportunities for LA to get the lead up to 3. They couldn't convert on either of them. Here's another chance. Puck scrambled for just in front of the crease. And Erickson has it. Plays it around the end boards. Here is Marchione. He blows a tire. And back the other way comes Thayer. So Thayer can breathe a little bit there. Now a chance working it on Lamberti. He denies him. Thayer still with possession. To the top of the slot. Stays on side. Does Cornforth. Chance. Wide right of goal. Out to the top of the slot. Intercepted. And making a move is Wood. He meets two defenders. Gives it up in the slot. The shot. The save made by Lane. And it's cleared. Oh, another beautiful attempt for LA. Off the sideboards, LA gets some fresh legs out there. There's 3 minutes left in the period. High out of the zone and gloved down by Thompson. Up the right side. White Leary runs his man into the boards. Comes back into the LA zone. Back over to Thompson. The outlet pass gloved down at the blue line by Foley. And they are trying to set up their offense in front. Now over to Cornforth rather. And he loses the handle, comes back to the Thayer blue line. Cornforth mishandles the puck just inside his zone. Gets it back. Enters the zone on the left side. We approach 2 minutes to go. We'll see if Tony Amante pulls lane. Below the goal line. Out to the left point for the shot. Missed the net. It's behind the net, now in front. And LA able to clear and going down to his knees while he was trying to catch the outlet pass was Wood, and that will not prevent an icing as he tried to get his stick on it at center ice to at least keep the clock running. And there goes Lane with the face-off in the offensive zone and some tired legs out there for LA. 5-3 our score with 1:45 to go. Six on 5 right now. As Thayer looks for 2 to equalize. Pride free along the end boards. Waiting for at the top of the slot, Stasinski. They take the shot from the left wing circle, however. I think it was blocked before it got to Lamberti. It's lifted out of the zone. And icing on LA with 1:17 to go. And once again, some tired legs stuck on the ice. And Lawrence Academy is going to take their time out here. 1:17 to go, give their guys a breather. 5-3 our score. LA ended the first period up 2-0. 3 in a row by Thayer in the second period, and then 3 in a row in the first 4 minutes of the third period by LA to get it back to a 5-3 lead. So once again, 6 attackers. Net empty for Thayer. 1:17 to go. And LA with a 2-goal lead. It'll be Richard to take the face-off for Thayer. They have 3 wings on the left side. They go out to the right side after the face-off win, though. And here's the shot that's blocked. Foley couldn't convert. LA gains possession. The shot from distance, off the pipe! Cornforth. Up the middle, to his right. Loses the puck, and Vitesse is there. Up the side boards, and it trickles out of the zone. Freeman, off the side boards for Thayer. Now over to Foley. Foley on the right wing circle takes the shot behind the goal. Thayer again works his way to the left wing circle, drops it off. Now Cornforth, pass into the middle, deflected aside. Puck below the goal line, now out to the right wing. 15 seconds to go. And Lawrence Academy is going to snap their losing streak and salvage a win here in the Lawrence Groton Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament. They crash the net one last time, 2.2 seconds to go. It's covered up by Lamberti. One more face-off, and Lawrence Academy can celebrate their second win of the year. What a game to close out this tournament. Back and forth affair. Competitive all the way through. And there is the final buzzer. And not what we want to see after the whistle. More than just jaw gymnastics there. But LA gets the win. They finish in 3rd place in the Cullen Division on the Lawrence Groton Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament. Of course, Dexter, the winner of this division after defeating Cushing just before this one. Well, it's been fun coming back for this tournament, folks. When are you going to see me again? Well, when you least expect it, I guess. Anyways. With that said, it's been a presentation of local sports production celebrating a decade of serving Greater Boston student athletes. Copyright 2021, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. Be sure to follow and support LSP on the web, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, PayPal, Patreon, Teespring, LSP37. The final score from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is the Lawrence Academy Spartans 5 and the Thayer Tigers 3. For John Bishop on camera, my name is Sam Feely. As always, thanks for tuning in, and